If you are a spiritual coach, healer, or service-based entrepreneur and you want to reach more people on social media with your work, this video is for you. I'm going to share the best and coolest social media method for intuitives and spiritual entrepreneurs where you will get to still feel like you're in your channeled creative flow and have some intentionality behind what you're putting out. So in this video, I am going to share about my social media energetic billboard method. This is something that I talk about a lot and something that we go way deeper into inside of my Visibility Vortex program, where I'm going to help you build out your social media energetic billboard. So what is this? Well, first off, I love to think about social media like social media because we are speaking soul to our dream clients, to the people who are resonating and are perfect matches for what we have to offer. So when I think about creating content and showing up, I view it as a medium of which I get to share my message with people all around the world. And I also look at it as a medium to which I get to express myself and channel my magic and gifts. So when it comes to creating a social media energetic billboard, this is something that is going to draw your people in and emit a powerful frequency that attracts the most resonant opportunities, people, clients, connections, and so on. And when you start to implement the social media energetic billboard method, you're going to start to see more people following you. Your community is going to grow. More people are going to start to engage in your content. You're going to feel extra clear and excited and in flow with content creation. You're going to have people start to reach out to you or comment and say, "Oh my gosh, you're speaking to my soul." You're gonna have people reach out to you in the DMs asking how to work with you, wanting to know more information about what you're offering. And most of all, you're going to have so much more freaking fun expressing yourself and owning your freaking gifts. So, your social media energetic billboard is a place where you get to express your energy, your essence, and your expertise. Your energy and your essence is more about the authenticity piece of this and really showing up as your authentic self, because that ultimately is going to be what attracts your people. And the expertise part, of course, is going to allow you to show and flex your gifts and the way that you support other people through storytelling, through bringing awareness to different things that are going on for your people, educating and sharing things that will support them so that they could get some takeaways and wins and so on. And we do this through creating a multitude of content for your social media energetic billboard. And I'll get to that in a second, but I want to kind of just paint the picture a little bit more of what the energetic billboard on social media is. Remember, you're speaking soul to your people. That's why it's called social media. And you want them to really feel you and know that you are someone that could support them. So this is your ever-standing sales page, your ever-standing advertisement, right? And not even just an advertisement. This is your vehicle also of building trust with the people that are going to be your dream clients. And we do that through consistently showing up and through being intentional with our content and with our message. There's no more just winging it and throwing spaghetti at the wall. You can still channel and flow and allow things to come through and be intentional. Really know your soulmate client in and out. Really know what's going on through her mind, what questions she has, what struggles she has, what are her biggest dreams and desires, what's one thing that would really support her today. And not just a motivational, inspirational thing, like get into the details and get into the specifics of something that's going on with her. And I'll give you an example. Yesterday I made a post on Instagram. I'll actually just read one of my posts. Yesterday I made a post on Instagram and I basically said, here's exactly how I plan my high frequency content that attracts dream clients. And in that post, I literally shared exactly what goes on through my mind when I create high frequency content that attracts dream clients. And also I shared what high frequency content is, which is a part of the social media energetic billboard. High frequency content is content that elevates and expands the consciousness of your people by shifting their perspectives and shifting their vibration through the transmission of your message. And listen, your message is only going to be as potent and powerful as it can be, as much as you are in your power and you are owning your gifts and you are truly serving from your heart. This is the frequency that we send out, right? And when you're in that frequency and you're sending your message out with intention in that space, I believe that our content travels. It travels and it reaches and it activates the perfect people in the perfect time. This is another frame that I want you to take on when it comes to showing up on social media and starting to create your social media energetic billboard, okay? So your frequency is going to be what draws people in, and the potent delivery of your message is what's going to make them stay. It's what's going to make them want to learn more about you and your work. And it's what's going to support you with growing your community and attracting more people to your audience. It's also going to be what helps followers that you already have go from lurking to, oh my gosh, I need to work with you. And so when you create your social media energetic billboard through intentional content that is diverse, meaning it has a purpose, you know what you're posting, you know why you're posting it, and you know where you're leading your people, then it emits a powerful frequency that draws your people in, right? So let me just break this down a little bit more for you right here. So the intentional content that's diverse and knowing the purpose of it. So every time I show up and I post a piece of content, I know what my intention is. Even if my intention is just, I want to share this, like I need to get this out, I want to share this. But usually there's a deeper intention. I'm either sharing something to connect with my people in some way. Maybe I'm sharing a story and I'm wanting to connect with them and educate them through that story. I may be sharing a piece of content to showcase my expertise and my skills and my leadership. And I can do that in a multitude of ways by sharing a story about a client or how exactly I would walk a client through getting XYZ result. Maybe I create a piece of content because I just want to express myself and I show different embodiment types of content or my light language, and I'm just literally expressing and channeling. There's always an intention behind it. And I want you to start to be more intentional with your content, not for you, but for your soulmate client, for the people, the person, the amazing a whole bunch of people out there, but just focus in on that connecting with the frequency, the energy of your soul client. I want you to start creating for her while you still have fun, of course, while you're still in your authenticity. I like to view my soulmate clients as my muse. Like, you are my muse. I create content for you. And also I create it because I enjoy it and it's fun. And I talk about things that I love and I share things I love. And you're going to do the same. You are doing the same. You are meant to do the same. Creating content and standing out on social media and getting more visible doesn't need to be this thing that you overthink. It doesn't need to be this overcomplicated thing. It doesn't need to be this thing that you want to freaking bang your head into the wall because there's so many things to think about. It gets easier the more intentional you are and the more you know your soulmate client, that person that you're serving, the person that's meant for your offers and your programs. So be more intentional and start to create more diverse types of content, just like I shared, whether it's connection, expression, leadership, storytelling, educational. I go through all of these different types of content and share specific examples and breakdowns of them also inside of Visibility Vortex. And I'm going to be helping you build out your social media energetic billboard. But these are things that you can start to think about right now. And you can find out about Visibility Vortex in the description. I'll leave a link for that. I'll also leave a link for my free masterclass called Show Up and Blow Up, which goes into a lot more about overcoming the fear of being seen and getting more visible online. But essentially, you want to think of your social platforms as the first introduction that your people get to you. And so when you're making this first introduction, they have a lot of stuff to go through, right? Maybe they come across your Instagram, and what do you want them to see? What do you want them to feel? What do you want them to take away? What will make them want to stay? These are things that you think about and you consider when you are implementing your social media energetic billboard. Because again, the signal that you put out and the intentionality behind it and the clarity in your communication of it is going to draw your people in like a freaking magnet when you do this in the best way that actually speaks to them and lands with them. And some things that can keep you from actually doing this in the most effective way is not being clear about who you're serving, being in your head too much and not your heart, overthinking things, comparing yourself to other people, or fear of being seen. All of those things actually keep you from creating the most effective and activating social media energetic billboard. And this is why a big part of what I do is the inner and energetic work with my clients and students, because we got to get you like fully in your power and feeling safe and grounded in your body to be seen, to have more eyes on you, to serve and receive in bigger ways. And that's very much an energetic game. And when you are more solid within yourself, more clear about your message and who you're serving, and you're really owning your gifts even more, it's just going to make things skyrocket with how you're showing up and the power behind your words and your presence on social media. This is also about your presence, showing up how you feel, your vibe. It's more about your vibe than it is about the strategy. Because when you're like really in your power, you are just on freaking fire with what you're saying. You're not overthinking it. Being intentional is way different than overthinking. Being intentional is knowing your person, knowing who you are, knowing how you can support, and bridging the gap with all of that in your message and with the types of content you are creating. So I want to leave you with some things to think about and to consider and to implement to start to build out your social media energetic billboard. And I've already shared a lot of it in here, but I make a list in your phone. Keep making a list of running topics, ideas, things people ask, things clients have asked, things that you've supported people with. I have a running list of topics. It's called magnetic content ideas that I keep in my phone. And I always add to this list. And I usually just put like one-liner little hooks that I think of that are relatable to my people. And I'll go through that content and I'll plan things out based on the week ahead. I don't really batch my content or anything like that. I do have a plan, a rough plan, maybe like a week ahead. I know kind of what I'm going to share, but it would be so all over the place if I didn't have it all in one place in my magnetic content list. It's so much easier to be organized when you have your ideas in one place, right? And I also create on the fly as well, which is totally fine too. And it could be a this and I really think it should be a this and because it makes life way easier as you're creating content to have something to pull from. And you can continue to add to that and notice what your people are resonating with, what you enjoy talking about. So do that and start to really ask yourself, how can I be even more dialed in, specific, and intentional with how I'm speaking to my person so that she feels so freaking seen, so understood, so supported through my social media presence and through my content. So much so that she gets amazing wins, she has perspective shifts, and she is freaking ready to binge your stuff, to join your offers, to check more out about what you're doing, and so on. So I'm going to leave it here. I hope this was super helpful and inspiring and gave you some tangibles to think about and to implement. I believe that as an intuitive, as a spiritual entrepreneur, we are meant to do things a little bit differently. And it's important to still be able to channel and to flow, and also to have some structure and intentional strategy that supports that. And that's what this will do. This social media energetic billboard is like your client magnet and community builder that you're going to continue to add to and to elevate as you grow, as you continue to own your gifts and step even more into the leader that you are, and so on. I can go on and geek out about this all day, and I'm excited to do that inside of Visibility Vortex. We're not only going to build out your social media energetic billboard inside of Visibility Vortex, we're also going into the energetics and embodiment piece by creating safety in your body to expand your capacity to serve and to receive. Because here's the thing, if you don't feel safe in your body, your nervous system, you're going to push clients away, you're going to push money away, and you're going to water down your message. So it's important to get your whole being on board and to sprinkle some intentional strategy in so that you can elevate your presence with your message. This is your work. This is your soul's work. This is your God-given gifts here. You are being divinely led to lead other people through your gifts, through your presence, through your message. And I am here to support you with doing that in the highest possible way and in a way that feels so authentic for you, because that's the whole point. This gets to feel so authentic for you. So if you want more support with this, head to the description. I will share my free Show Up and Blow Up Masterclass. I will share a link to Visibility Vortex program. I cannot wait to open this amazing program and to take you through all of the things that are inside. It is going to completely change your freaking life and business in so many ways.